Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Guys, thank you all for such a huge amount of subscription, 8.24 we have. And guys, thank you for being with us, and we are going to help you, and we are really very interested to help you. So thank you for this. Next guys, today's topic is how to study Callister book for GATE. Somebody had asked me, so please make a video. So basically Callister contains your physical metallurgy and some part of mechanical metallurgy is also covered. This is a chart which shows what are the contents in different chapters. This I have taken from this book only. In chapter number 1 I have taken from this. So now you see, like crystal structure, polymerism, chapter 3, chapter 4 talks about solid state dislocation, chapter 5 diffusion, chapter 6 mechanical property, chapter 7 dislocation slip system, then it also talks about recrystallization. So this is very briefly it has talked about what are the different contents, and so you will frankly understand that yes, whether this I should read or not according to the syllabus, but it's okay. I will also tell you chapter by chapter. Yeah guys, this is the book, this is the cover book. I have the 9th edition. Now this chapter 1, which is the introduction part, so this is very basic chapter, so you do not need to read everything, or you can just read on a surface level and you will get that yes, this is the definition and these are the things. Okay, so this is in a very briefly it is talked about. Okay, now if you move to chapter 2, this is very important chapter. This is very important chapter because this will develop the basic of understanding all the structures and all the metallurgical things. Okay, now first is the atomic structure. Okay, so these are some of the basic things you must have learned during your class 12 also, so you just have to revise this one. Okay, in section 2.1. 2.2 fundamental concepts, some are there, like what is atomic number, atomic mass, what are electrons, what are the different bands. So these bands are not so important in terms of GATE, but this is important to just understand the basic things, the interaction between electrons atom. Okay, so you do not deal with it in a very detail. Okay, we just know. Then the periodic table. So periodic table is something which you can skip. Okay, the next is your 2.4, that is bonding forces and energy. This is very important because in some years they have asked, the GATE question has been asked, like how the atomic force goes with the amount of distance between the two atoms. Okay, because at equilibrium the force is 0 and the potential is low. This is what it wants to tell. This is the force which is 0, the red one, and this is the red line which is for potential energy. This is negative and it is the most negative. Okay, so that's why it is minimum. Then 2.5 bonding forces, you should read primary type of bonding, the different, but you do not need to remember these formulas. You read this one, what is ionic bonding, what is covalent bonding, these things. Okay, then van der Waals bonds, you get a very basic of this. Okay, what are dipole moments, these things. Then this concept percentage ionic character, you do not need to remember this one. Okay, okay, now let us move to chapter 3. Okay, chapter 3 is such chapter which is the initial thing which a metallurgist I think studies when he goes to the college, or some other branches also they study. So chapter 3, no doubt you have to read every sections: polymorphism, allotropy, crystal systems, point coordinates, You read every sections of chapter 3. Okay. Then chapter 4, imperfection in solids. Imperfection in solids talks about the defects. What are the defects? What are line defects, point defects, surface defects? Okay. First is the point defects, like vacancies, interstitial. What are the impurities, solute solution? Okay. Then dislocation. Then volume defects, like, okay. So these are the things. So chapter 4 also you need to study completely. Chapter 4 and section 4.11 tells you about the grain size determination. So this concept is also required, and the most important formula in this is this one. Okay. And this are the some conversion, like same thing has been converted so that we can directly find in terms of length. Okay, these are some converted formulas. Chapter 4 is important and you have to study every section. See, chapter 5, diffusion, it is also very important chapter. You need to study all sections, fixed first law, fixed second law, factors, then diffusion in semiconducting material. Okay, chapter 5 you can read it completely. Then mechanical properties. So this is a chapter which somewhat explain you about the mechanical aspects of material. So you will learn good things over here. What are the stress and strain, then how this elastic deformation, what is the Hooke's law, then stress strain behavior. These things you know, you must have read, but so this is for someone who is confused, like from where should I read this one. So you can read from here basically. Briefly and very beautifully it has explained. Then hardness, okay, factor of safety. So these things you know very well, I guess. Chapter 7, dislocation, strengthening and mechanism. It is very important chapter. Okay, so I think in chapter 7 you will have to read all sections. Okay, deformation tuning, strengthening by grain size reduction, Hall patch relation it talks about, right? Solid solution equation, then strain hardening. Okay, chapter 8, failure. Let us come to this failure part. So failure is also related with your mechanical metallurgy, so you can study this one to get a idea. Okay, and this fracture I would also suggest you to read from Dieter book also. Okay, then principle of fracture mechanics, fracture toughness testing, this equation you know very well. Then what is fatigue, SN curve, crack initiation and growth. Okay, then we have gone to creep. Okay, so these are very basics. So you study first this one. If you have not touched this chapter, you study this fracture part from here, then you can go to Dieter, because Dieter has explained in a very detailed way. Now let us come to chapter 9. Chapter 9 is phase diagram, and phase diagram is the heart of physical metallurgy, I would say. So this chapter, no doubt you have to study everything. What are phases, microstructure, phase equilibria, the phase diagram, binary phase diagram, interpretation of phase diagram, how do you interpret it, how it is developed. Okay, every sections you, chapter 9 you read every sections. Now chapter 10. So chapter 10, phase transformation, development of microstructure and alteration of mechanical properties. So in chapter 10 also this is related with phase diagram only, and here it talks about like nucleation, growth. Okay, so chapter 10 is also very important and you have to read complete. Okay, now chapter 11. Chapter 11 is also important, and I think in chapter 1 also, chapter 11 also, you will have to read complete sections, because I have written the brief notes that what are the things you should read. Different types of metals and alloys, what are alloy steel, non-alloy steel, or high alloy, low alloy, okay, annealing process, heat treatment, precipitation hardening, okay, these concepts are there. Then in chapter 2, this is basically talks about this ceramic. So you study this ceramic structure, you study, okay, 12.1 crystal structures of ceramic you should study. Then silicate, you particularly read about the silicate, because silicate sometimes question is hard. And then the carbon you know about this, you have read many times. Diffusion in ionic material you should read. Then 12.7 ceramic phase diagram you can skip completely. 12.7 is not important, it will not be asked. 12.8 also you can skip, okay, because this fracture part it is covered, and fracture also. Then this part also you can leave. 12.9, then 12.10 also you can leave. 12.11 you should leave, okay. So starting from 12.7 to 12.11 you can skip. Then chapter 13 is application and processing of ceramic, okay. So this chapter you can skip, however there is one thing, it talks about these glasses. So I would tell you that you little bit have a just idea how this glass is manufactured, okay, and what is the process of manufacturing of this glass. So that part only you read from chapter 13, and rest you can leave, okay. Then the polymer structure, so chapter number 14, okay. See, chapter number 14 you will have to read completely, like hydrogen molecule, polymer molecules, chemistry of polymer, molecular, thermoplastic and thermosetting, copolymer, polymer crystallinity. This is very important. Many questions are this percentage crystallinity formula, okay. Then polymer crystals, you read this one. Defects in polymer also you read, like diffusion in polymers and these things you can skip, okay. Now chapter number 15. Chapter number 15 you can skip this completely, you can skip, okay, but you can skip. Just there is a term, I think somewhere it is asked, but people do not ask in a very detailed way. They may ask what is viscoelastic material, like this. So you can study this viscoelastic deformation. What is this viscoelastic one, okay. So I tell you that this chapter is not so important, however you can just read on a surface level, okay. This chapter number 15 you can skip, no need to worry. And chapter number 16, composites, it is a very important chapter, you have to read, I think completely. Yes, you need to read complete chapter. Yeah, in this composite you can skip this nano composites, okay. The nano composites, it's not basically asked, okay. Then chapter number 17, that is corrosion. So corrosion, I think you will have to read completely. This is the basic you can learn from here, and it is also sufficient to understand corrosion, the diffusion equation in corrosion, then cathodic protection, anodic protection. Okay, then this is the oxidation from growth law. Okay, okay. So chapter 17, try to read every sections. Chapter 18, electrical properties. So in this electrical properties, you first read section 18.2 Ohm's law, these things. Then electrical conductivity, you should have some idea. Then it will tell you about this bands, energy bands. So you study from here the energy bands, it is important. Then conduction in semiconductor, these things, these formulas are very important, very important. Questions have been asked. Okay, you read completely this chapter, electrical properties. Yeah, I would tell you to read it. Okay, next is your thermal properties. So see, in chapter number 19, that is your thermal property. Yeah, this thermal property, you can skip this thermal property, it is not so important. Okay, you can skip. Just you learn this formula. Okay, regarding this thermal expansion concept, and I think this is normal concept you must be knowing in your class 12 also. You just know this thermal expansion concept. Then magnetic material, this magnetic properties, it is important, and you will have to read different sections, every sections. Yeah, completely magnetic material, read completely. Okay, then let us move to chapter number 20, optical properties. So in the syllabus, if you see, optical properties also there. So this thing you can read, but I would suggest you do not read completely, because never very good question has been asked regarding this optical properties. Okay, so you just learn about different like reflection, refraction, how it happens, what are the frequency band of the light. Okay, then what is the intensity which is there after the reflection and refraction. Okay, but you do not need to learn these formulas, like. Okay, okay. So chapter 21, you can read some part according to your thought, like what you think important. Chapter 22 you can skip, well, this is like a general topic. Okay, okay guys, so this was it from my side. Rest, if you have some confusion, then please you can mail me, you can message me, or you can comment on a video. So thank you all.